If one were to think of a game based on the hit show The Walking Dead, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct would probably be that game. It's a first-person shooter slash action game that bases itself around, you guessed it, surviving against a world populated with the undead. However, Survival Instinct was oddly prematurely one-upped by Telltale's fantastic take on the franchise with their adventure game. A series such as this that's rooted in comics, television, and video games can surely have multiple different takes in the same medium, but does Survival Instinct deserve room in the video game space? Let's find out here in this review of The Walking Dead Survival Instinct.
Jess was right about you, you selfish son of a bitch.
Don't be that way. Look, I kept that crossbow of yours.
Man, you just don't get it, do you?
Telltale's rendition of Robert Kirkman's Undead Cash Cow focused on the human drama of a zombie apocalypse. Survival Instinct shows how intelligent that choice was because without that human attachment, the universe crumbles. Stars of the show, Merle and Daryl, meet up and spend the entire game trying to find each other and collect a bunch of gasoline. Calling it a plot would be generous since repairing a car is just about as close as the game gets to telling the player some sort of story. Michael Rooker and Norman Reedus do a passable job with the given material, but no amount of solid acting can save a script this boring and anemic. The survivors you meet are even faceless, failing to add any dynamic to the pair that should raise the stakes. Confronting walkers also doesn't raise the stakes, it only raises your anger level. Zombies are complete pushovers when in a one-on-one duel, but as their numbers grow, they increasingly grow in difficulty. However, the word difficulty is analogous to cheapness here due to one awful mechanic. The herds of zombies have a vacuum effect that sucks the player towards them where a series of quick-time events occur until you can kill every walker or you die. In fact, you'll perish more often than escape because of how broken this system is. A cursor drunkenly wanders around the screen, forcing the player to move the target to the zombie's face. And after you complete that tedious task, you'll have to do it again. And again.
And again. And again.
Once you get surrounded, you're essentially screwed because there's no way to escape without a scratch. Getting absorbed into the herd is a death sentence that lacks any proper way to counter or dodge it. The shuffling corpses are supposed to be deadly, but not in this semi-broken way. But sneaking around and generally playing Survival Instinct is also broken. It attempts to shoehorn in other survival aspects of games like looting, but there's no real point to it because none of it is deep or all that involving. Nothing can be crafted, so that feeling of scraping by just isn't present, which, by proxy, neither is any tension. Lackluster AI also drains any tension associated with sneaking, since they'll either instantly know about you or be completely oblivious to your movements. There's no middle ground in alerts or the ability to outsmart intelligent enemies, just crouching past a crowd of morons. But then again, it can just fall back on the cheapness of the group grabbing to simulate deadly AI. A rotting brain is no excuse for dumb enemies that siphon any fun out of an already drab experience. Drab is the key word for the visuals. Few other games capture the dehydrated, desolate feel of the apocalypse, but Survival Instinct does it in all the wrong ways. Brown is the single color of the game, and the blurry, low-resolution makeup of everything makes every facet of this game equally boring and bad. Nothing sticks out visually, only how archaic and bland everything looks. Survival Instinct is one of those budget D-tier cash-in releases that gaming almost doesn't see as much of anymore. It's an ugly shell of a game with no real reason to exist other than to faintly pantomime some broken mechanics around what everyone knows about the universe, zombies. But they suck here, and suck is the best descriptor for the game. You can shoot them, but you shouldn't because the shooting sucks. You can sneak around them, but you shouldn't because the sneaking also sucks. Getting sucked into a zombie horde sucks because they suck your life bar dry and suck any iota of fun you might be having. Actually, you're probably not having.
Sorry, brother.